The Philippines will file its memorial before the International Court to back up its claim to territories in the West Philippine Sea. The memorial will be submitted to the International Court end of this month. Again, the details from Freddie Abando.
The Philippine government is due to submit before the Arbitration Tribunal of the International Court on the Law of the Seas its memorial, which defines its claim over the Scarborough Shoal and the Spratlys in the West Philippine Sea. This was disclosed by Foreign Affairs Assistant Secretary Gilbert Asuque before the House Committee on Foreign Affairs. The newly appointed Chief of Mission of the Philippines to Japan stressed that the memorial backs the country's claim to contravene China's claim based on the 9-dash line, which encroaches on almost 80% of the country's territory. The Philippines' claim was raised before the UN due to the rising incursions of Chinese vessels within the country's 200-mile exclusive economic. The Philippines has the support of ASEAN and the United States for its claim.
The Philippine government is concentrated on submitting the memorial by March 30. The government is using every resources of the government. In fact, the Philippine Navy, the Armed Forces, the Coast Guard representatives are here because they have contributed the necessary evidence that will build up our memorial. So we are focused on that, Your Honor. The President has been very clear that the Philippines will submit the memorial by March 30.
China ignored the Philippine protests and insisted it has historical claim of the said disputed islands. Asuque stressed the Philippines, under the leadership of the President, will pursue the path of peaceful diplomacy to resolve the impasse.
China is claiming historical rights. It is different from historical title. Example, the Philippines has historical title over the main archipelago of Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao in Palawan because of the Treaty of Paris. The close association for that is the Torrens title. You have title to the land because there was a process of turning over ownership of that land to another entity. China, we stress, has to prove whether it has historic title. It has historic rights. Well, the Philippines also has historic rights on the basis of the Treaty of Paris.
In the meantime, House Defense Committee Chairman Congressman Rodolfo Biazon expressed the support of Congress for the President's action in pursuing the country's claim. Biazon expressed concern China's action is a threat to peace. Congressman Nery Colmenares proposed bilateral talks between the Philippines and China to settle the claims issue. Colmenares sees no reason why the increasing presence of U.S. forces will contain the rising tension in the West Philippine Sea.
I think the world must know that what our President is doing is supported by the Filipino people. Kaya nga po, as representatives of the Filipinos, I am proposing that we express our support to the Executive Department. Alam mo, Mr. Chairman, meron akong pinagtataka dito eh. Konting at a drop of a pin. Pero meron lang demonstrate, nag-rally doon sa US Embassy. Pero ito kayo, binomba na tayo ng kung ano-ano. I have yet to see Filipinos expressing at least their displeasure to what the Chinese are doing. I have yet to see that. And if that cannot be generated down there on the ground, let us, the representatives of our people, when you want to express that we are supporting our President, our Executive, in what it is doing now.
The U.S. is positioning itself in Asia, and for us to be used in that would be detrimental to the interests of the Filipino people. The second, of course, is it can escalate, Mr. Chair, the tensions in the region, including within the disputed areas. So for us, it's very important that we conduct an inquiry on how we are conducting ourselves in the face of this situation.
For the People's Television Network, this is Freddie Abando reporting.